Hello, besties. Welcome to the first episode of Swoon Sessions. In honor of our first episode, I thought we could talk about some of the best men that I have swooned for. This is not even close to all of them. But here's just a couple honorable mentions. Noah from Say You Swear by Megan Brandy. Noah deserves the world for what he went through. Like, this is going to be a no spoilers episode, but the things Noah faced and the way he handled them, I would fold easily. Not a question in my mind on what I would do for Noah. He hit different. And Noah didn't even start off the way I expected. Noah came in and swooped me off my feet. Russ Callahan in Wildfire by Hannah Grace. I hear everybody talking about Nate and Stassi and Icebreaker, but why is nobody talking about Russ? He is my everything. Russ is my baby. The things he says to Aurora. Oh my god, that should be me. Not even a question about it. Russ, the things he does, the things he says, the way he says them. Not that I can hear him, but I have them in my head, you know? And the way Russ just hits so different. And he was such an insecure little bean when they first started the book. And he grew so much, and we love that. He is such a king for it, especially for not taking advantage of her in the beginning. Russ is such a king. Okay, this will always be my number one. Will always be my number one. Reese Larson, Twisted Games by Elle. He will always be my number one. I will defend him on the ends of the earth to everybody. Because the man just, he had me giggling and kicking my feet the entire time. This man, the things that he did, everything but the heels, everything but the heels. I could do it. I would do it. I'm gonna do it. I miss him. A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I started off with Tamlin. I loved Tamlin. But let me stop it right there, because that got cut real freaking quick. As soon as Feyre went under the mountain, I was done. I was like, Tamlin who? This is all about my baby Rysand. Love him. I love him. And oh my goodness, if you have ever listened to the audio of any of the ACOTAR books, every time that man speaks, I crumble. Taken to my knees. Feyre, darling, that should be me holding your hand. I'm not a fae. I'm not illiterate. But I could be if he wants to teach me how to write. Let me pretend I don't know how to do anything. I could be a good painter. Don't know if Feyre is. I've seen some of those conspiracies. I can make more than a can of soup. Okay, baby. John Logan. The Mistake by Elle Kennedy. First off, the entire off-campus Briar U and now the campus diaries, all of these men, it's how you know they were written by women because of the things that they say. And if a man doesn't have a little bit of red flag, is he really good? He's got to improve those red flags from the beginning, right? But no, John Logan. He is literally the love of my life. Don't even know when it happened. Don't even know where he came from. But the things that he did to get to Grace and the life that he lived, the things this man went through. Shit, if he wanted my hair blonde too, my hair would be blonde. I could go back to brunette if he preferred it that way. There's also a really funny sentence in this book. And the fact that he'd be into it. Well, not necessarily into something. The fact that he was willing to entertain the thought of something Grace wanted to try. That is a man for me. Collided by Lauren Asher. Liam. Liam and Sophie's relationship was just top tier to begin with because it shouldn't have happened. But oh my god, I used to be a little blonde girl. I can be Sophie. I can play Sophie. Only watched a little bit of F1 just because of the series, but the things that Liam says. The things that Liam says. Let me see if I can get a little something. The way that he talked to Sophie was just everything. I like the way her name rolls off my tongue. Oh, I can say your name like that? What else? What else did this man like? This was like one of the first books that I tabbed. Okay, listen to this. Listen to this, man. Let's pretend, Sophie. Imagine me there with you. My body pressing against yours as my fingers run against your thighs. Heat following where my fingers touch. Your needy clit throbbing for my touch while your pussy desires my tongue. Put me on speaker now. Okay. Okay. Absolutely. This is one of the first books that got me back into reading. By a Thread by Lucy Score. Dominic gave me the idea of a hot and steamy workplace romance. The way that he was such an a-hole at first and just like proved himself for her. He can be an a-hole to me. I mean, I'm totally okay with it. But if then he wants to take care of me after the club, he wants to spend days on days in bed with me. For sure, baby. Ain't no question about it. We ain't gotta go work. Not a problem. With this next one, never thought I would say I'd be in love with a serial killer. But mama, I'm in love with a criminal. Yeah. Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. How can you not love Rowan Kane? How could you not? He is so it boy. He is so it boy. And he literally just the nickname, the way he came up with Blackbird. The Butcher and Blackbird rushed. Blackbird in general. I could be his Blackbird. I would definitely do some things so I could be his Blackbird. The bruises, the way he takes care of her. I would be totally okay with the Rowan cane. I will hide that secret from the world if it meant I gotta be with the Rowan cane. Next one. Kinda in the same position. Never thought I would like any of this, but Enzo from Does It Hurt by H.D. Carlton, the queenly mastermind herself. Enzo just opened my eyes to a whole new world. Let me tell you, some things have improved because of things Enzo taught me. And not even just me. He's taught some people that I know. The way Enzo falls for Sawyer. The way that they lived. This whole story. Traumatizing, yes. Would I still live it with him? Yes. Enzo had me kicking and giggling, and I don't know why, because this man was dirty. He was dirty. And oh my gosh. Things that I did not expect to happen. And I am afraid of sharks. In the ocean. How would I get through with this man? I don't know, but for him I would figure it out. Ooh, baby. Okay, the last one. In a New York Minute by Kate Spencer. This is one of my most recent reads. And let me say, hey to my girl Kate Spencer, the one who encouraged me to do this. Love you, queen. I absolutely devoured this. Let me start off with saying, Hayes, thank you for your service. And no, he didn't serve in the army or the military or anything. But he saved Brandy. He saved her. His kindness. Hayes is so baby. You know, he just, throughout it, he was just constantly doing things to better himself, which was bettering his relationships. Like, excuse me, yes, please. He knew what he wanted. He knew what he wanted. He was a little bit condescending, trying to figure out what he wanted. But green flags left and right with the things he was doing, the things he was saying, his actions. First and foremost, I respect both your professional boundaries and your personal space and will honor them completely. But I wish I had been more clear with you about how I felt after we kissed. I wanted it to happen, and I'm so glad it did. Respected professional and personal boundaries, but still clearly communicated. Please tell me where a man like that is in real life, because that is literally everything. That is literally everything. Stop. He was so, and just like, I would totally be okay with having a meet cute like how they did. Like, Franny was having a day, but I would have that kind of day if this is the life it led me to, too. Listen, those things can wait. Nothing could possibly be better than spending time with you. Excuse me? Excuse me? Nothing could be better than spending time with me? Oh my god. Thank you. Like, yeah, please, absolutely. I know you wanted to go on a 6-mile run, and I hate running, but I'll figure something out. Like, so that we can both do what you want too. Like, we don't have to just do what I want. These are 10 of the most swoon-worthy fictional men on my list at the moment. They are ever revolving, with the exception of like 2 of them. I have too many book boyfriends to even be narrowing it down. Like choosing this 10, hardest thing ever, because who else do we have? Xaden, Iron Wing at 4th, Iron Flame and a 4th wing. Literally every man written by Lauren Asher. Who else? I can't even think right now. There's so many. And the list is only growing, babies. Like, some of these men and the things they do, the things that they say, have me weak in the knees, crumbling to my core, shaking, giggling, crying, throwing up, screaming. But I love them. They are my everything. And I can't wait to see who else comes along. I'm currently reading, which one is it? I'm currently reading the second one for not so me cute. What is the name of it? I just started it. So Not Meant to Be. I'm currently reading So Not Meant to Be, and so far Huxley can get it too. So he's going somewhere on the list. Like, they never stop. The men, they just keep on coming, and I'm okay with that because we got forever to talk about them. Anyways, thank you for listening to my very first episode of Swoon Sessions. I can't wait to see where this goes, and I have so much to talk about when it comes to books. Reading books, buying books, bookstores, authors, book merch. We're gonna get all of that together. Thank you, and see you next session.